Welcome back to Valley Boys TCG, and we got some more Battle Spirits Saga locals. We keep it running, and now we are bringing back the casino deck, our 2-cost casino deck. I've missed this deck, so we're going to run it back, and we're playing against Ants, a fun little Ants deck. So we are going second. Ants starts off with the Infinite Ant Undercity, so a great strong Nexus to start off with for Ants. And we got our Dark Demo Bones out early. Not something you want to play out turn 1. Really, he's a great turn 2 play to get out for free. But we're just going to drop him on board, core him up, and just play a defensive stance. I think we want to start off defensively here against Ants because it can really explode wide on you and really just kind of take you by surprise. So we're going to try to play it defensively. We're going to play a little slow until we can set up our... basically till we can get to Glute Vault and our setup so that we can control. I think that's how I want to play it, defensive to control. And which sounds weird because a 2-cost is usually a rush deck. And so we see the Ant General come down, play out a token. Undercity will let him ramp that token back from the trash, or ramp that core back from the trash to put on the token. And... let's see if he wants to go in for the chip damage. We are cored up a little bit, so we're a little bit beefier. But we're probably just under the threshold, so we're just going to take that from life. And see what we can do here. Look for the camera, we see he does have a Thorn Prison in hand, so that could be an issue. So Sword Angel comes down. We've got our 2 costs running. Ready to run and gun it. And it looks like we're going to pay another 3. For a strong draw, so it looks like we're trying to get our pieces going. I do like strong draw in this deck. Oh, I remember this now. I think I had like 3 Glute Vaults in hand and not enough low cost, so I'm just trying to cycle out things because I just had too many. Yep, but we tossed 2 Glute Vaults from that strong draw. Strong draw works really well actually in the 2-cost rush deck if you're still running God Beast, because God Beast counts the 2 costs in trash, so you can kind of cycle to find your God Beast and set up, essentially you're setting up your cost reduction in the trash while also searching. So the combination of strong draw with a 2-cost rush and God Beast actually is a very, very nice little combo there. But we go in for 1 chip damage. Oh, Blade Beast comes down. That's interesting. Blade Bear, so we can't really block that because he does have... oh, we do go for the block. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter. He's got nothing to exhaust. We're already exhausted. So we're prevent 1 chip damage, and we're okay getting something in trash. We don't want to take too much damage here. He goes in with the General. Now he just has the Ant token for defensive purposes. So we see Freestall come down. We see Dark Demo Bones come down for free. Yeah, because the other Dark Demo Bones counts as purple. So I think we're going for a counter play here, and we're just, yep, we're coring up. So we core everything up and we swing in with the Dark Demo Bones. He's got 1 blocker and instead decides to Thorn Prison to just exhaust our entire board. So that's not good. We just lost our full defensive board, and then he's deciding whether or not to take to block. Looks like he is going in for the block there with Ants. Do we want to... yep, we play the Royal Potion there. Yeah, honestly, if it weren't for that Thorn Prison, we were actually set up to go for game. We were going to swing out with all our level... or our 2 cost and then Royal Potion. And then he has to take... he realizes he couldn't have done the Seed Bullet yet because he hadn't taken any damage. So he waits till we swing again. We had intended to swing again. We should have... if it was competitive, we would have decided, oh, we know what his burst is, let's not trigger it and not swung. But then we decided, you know what, we were intending to swing full out anyway, so we went ahead and swung and let him trigger to get his token out. So now he's rebuilding board state here. He got the Map Butterfly out. He's got that Leaf Kindred token out. Or Mecha Leaf? Yeah, Mecha Leaf token. But we ironically enough did not have any Mecha Leaf tokens on us, so we just used the core card that we had there on the side, which is no problem. And now he's just going to kind of go in. Now we have to decide how much damage we're willing to take, how many spirits we're willing to lose. But yeah, if it weren't for that Thorn Prison, we could have gone for game last turn, because we would have swung 3 and then restand everybody, swung another 3, and he had 1 blocker and 4 life. So we just needed 5 attacks. We would have had 6 coming in. So we see Game of Destruction. We're going to remove all but 1 core from one of their spirits. So we're going to get rid of their attacking spirits there so that we can block and destroy it. And because it's level 1, it doesn't get its other effect. And he just passes turn, tries to stay defensive. So now we got a burst set. We're going to try to go in. Finally, we get Miser Glute Bolt to come in, which will give all our yellow spirits curse. And then putting him at level 2, that'll let him DP reduce and remove cores, or I believe it's remove cores first and then DP reduce, with the chain effect for chain yellow. So we're gonna do some heavy board control here, and we're gonna hope that he doesn't have another Thorn Prison. So we're gonna swing. So we'll remove some cores. I think we're just sequencing the orders. So yeah, we remove it from the butterfly, and then we can minus DP on something. So remove cores, minus DP. I can't remember the order there. That's right. Miser Glute Bolt is when you attack, you remove 1 core for each other spirit you control, or for each spirit you control, you remove a core, and then chain yellow minus 2,000 something. So we get to do a little bit of board control there, and then we just kind of swing out. We're able to take game 1. Yeah, Glute Bolt's a great setup there. Great board control if you can get your board wide enough to really take advantage of the core removal. And the minus 2k really, it helps out with small spirits, little blockers, little chip blockers they keep on board, or certain tokens. So on to game 2, we get the Resignation Angel out. This one gives us a little bit more. I like this one for the minus 1,000 effect. Really comes in handy with some little spirits and certain tokens. And then it's just it's good, general good yellow 2 cost. I wish I could run more of it, but it just never really fits in my build. And so we see Yojimbo come down. We got the big ant. He already has his Nexus set up, so he's getting some reductions on board. Not seeing the butterflies early isn't great. The big thing about green is being able to ramp fast or set up cheap plays fast. And now we get the Lost Chip. Now Lost Chip is such a good card for this deck for a lot of reasons. And the big reason is going to be a certain promo card. And we'll showcase that in just a bit. If I recall correctly, I believe it gets some play in this game. So he's going to core up Yojimbo because it's going to make it a big, I think like 7k spirit, something like that. So big boy. So he's going to pay, get the Airborne Crag. Airborne Crag, again, the effect only really helps if you're swifting in, because it only gives the DP boost during the attack step. But I believe it's one of those things that we kind of overlooked. We read it as whenever you summon a spirit your turn, and not during your attack step turn. So a little bit of a misplay, I think, in this tourney, but I think it's okay. It's not the worst thing. It's locals, it's friendly. There's no big competitive. We're all just here to have fun. So Dark Demo Bones comes down for free because we have the purple from the Lost Chip and the yellow from the Angel. And now we're trying to count cores because we want to have some fun here. So we're going to pay 2 and get out the Sword Fighter Dulabo. Now this is a great spirit for this because it has curse, but the level 2 effect, or level 2 and 3 effect. So when you attack, you can summon a level or a 2-cost spirit from your trash without paying the cost. So here we're going to swing in the Lost Chip, and unfortunate flash time comes down, and another Thorn Prison, which is going to suspend 2 other spirits. So we exhaust 2, but not Duel of Bones, so that we can kind of get our effect here to get the chip from the Lost Chip, swing Duel of Bone, bring Lost Chip back out, put a core back on him. Basically put his core back on him, the core that we went to reserve when he popped. And now we can go ahead and just chip again. Lost Chip gets to be a double attacker. And if it weren't for that Thorn Prison, we could have tried to go for game here. We got him chipped down to 2. And next turn, we'll be able to bring Lost Chip back. The Duel of Bone Lost Chip is just such a fun interaction, because Lost Chip reads like it should be great for Gula Vault, since he's Glute Vault, since he is, if you look at his art, the wider version, he is in the casino swinging little lost chips around and stuff. So, and of course the Grim Gambler, all the casino style, but Duel of Bone doesn't look like the casino, but he pairs so well with that dark chip. Or that Lost Chip, I should say. Alright, so we see the classic, one of the green staples here, Worker Ant-Man come in. Great ramp, but again, that's like a card you want to see very early. At this point, he really needs his defensive cards set up. So we see some cores getting moved around, realizing he has cores left on the Nexus there. And Archduke comes down, and when summoned, he'll be able to ramp 3 cores. Since all 3 spirits, he can select himself as one of the 3 to ramp with. So the magic number here is getting 3 on board that are insect or ants or prayer pipe spirits, and he can't target himself. So he'll get the ramp 3 and move cores around to get his level up. And now it's, do you want to get an extra chip damage in? Which, I mean, why not? It attacks and it makes a token, so he's not losing a blocker here. Technically, he's just getting himself an extra blocker out. And the city, the Ant City, is just basically going to recover a core from the trash. So it's a good idea to go ahead and get the chip in with the Archduke there. Because like I said, he's not losing a blocker at all. He's basically getting, by attacking, he gets 1 chip damage, 1 extra core back from the trash. So good play there, good play. And so now we see that he's got all his attackers out. What we should do is get 1 extra spirit on board. Man, if I could have another Duel of Bone here, that would be that'd be super fun, super nutty. But looks like we are gonna see, we need at least 1 more 2-cost spirit, or really 1 more spirit. It's got 3 blockers. We have 4 attacks on board if you count that Duel of Bone is gonna bring back another level 2. But we need 5. It's got 2 cores, 3 blocks. Yeah, we need 5 attacks. And so here's what we need. The Lost Chip, this will get us there. So depending on what his burst is set, or any cards that he has in hand, any magic cards that he could flash at us, we're gonna try to go for game here. And I feel like the correct order would have been, I think we're trying to figure out what's the correct order here. It should be Resignation Angel to minus DP. Should be able to kill the ant, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, minus DP on the ant. That will kill the ant, so it gets rid of one of the blockers. And then ants strike back. Now, it's going to get him a couple ants, but he needs to survive the turn. And that not being an ice shield kind of tells us that we probably have it here. Of course, this also is very contingent on him not having another Thorn Prison in hand. So as long as he doesn't have another Thorn Prison, we're going to go in. He swings. Well, he takes the damage. Then we swing the chip. He blocks it. We swing. We get to remove a core. Lost chip. Bring something out. He blocks. And that's going to take us to game. Lost chip clutches it for us again in the end. Such a fun little combo. I missed the casino deck. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and hope you guys come back next time.